Hello everyone and welcome back to part 17 of What If Peter Parker, also known as Spider-Man, was in the My Hero Academia universe. If you haven't seen the previous parts, there will be a link in the description below and the annotation above. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and if you enjoy the video, please leave a like. Spoilers for the manga, everybody. An hour after Peter and Midoriya fought, all of Peter's questions were answered about One For All by Midoriya and All Might. Peter and Midoriya go to Recovery Girl to heal their injuries. Peter says, "Thanks, I really needed that fight and those answers. I just needed to know. Aside from Bakugo, who else knows?" Midoriya says, "About One For All, that I know of, Recovery Girl, the principal, Gran Torino, and a police officer called Tsukauchi." The next day in the morning, Midoriya runs using full cal to leave school as fast as he can. He passes his classmates saying, "Good morning!" Peter, running behind him a bit slower, says, "Hey, slow down, Midoriya, we are early, we have time to spare, you don't need to rush." An hour later, Midoriya, Mirio, and Peter arrive at the Nightaye's office. Mirio says, 1 hour on train is all it takes to get here. The first year students look at the building thinking, this is his office. Midoriya seems to freak out a bit, and Mirio says, Hey, don't be too formal now, it won't get you anywhere. I failed to mention this, but sure is quite strict. Midoriya says, I'm well aware. At the same time, Peter says, good to know. Like they kind of overlap each other. Midoriya continues, he's tough on both himself and others. He's a hero famous for doing his jobs with a stoic demeanor. Even from the other side of the screen, his sharp glare sent a chill down my spine. Neo says, well, there's that too, but Sir has another side to him that he doesn't show the media. If you don't want to be turned away at the front door from now until you're finished talking with him, it's absolutely imperative that you make him laugh at least once. Peter says, okay, while nodding. Midoriya says, what does that mean? Mirio, Midoriya, and Peter continue talking until they get to a door. Mirio says, he's just beyond the door. You two stay here while I go talk to him. Mirio goes in and sees Nighteye tickling Bubble Girl. Nighteye asks Mirio, what do you want? Mirio answers, the two students are here to discuss what we talked about over the phone. Nighteye says, very well, send Midoriya in first, while freeing Bubble Girl from the tickling machine. Mirio goes to the first years and says, Midoriya, you're up first. Midoriya goes in the room. Nighteye glances intensely at Midoriya. Midoriya freaks out and makes an All Might face to try and make Nighteye laugh, ending with the opposite effect. Their interaction between the two goes on exactly as it does in the main continuity. While Nighteye and Midoriya have their interaction, their fight, their conversation, whatever you want to call it, Mirio keeps Peter company in the waiting area. Bubble Girl has gone to do some official business. While the fight between Midoriya and Nighteye is going on, Peter hears what's happening in the room and asks, what the hell are they doing in that interview? Mirio says, probably fighting or doing another type of exercise, which freaks Peter out a little. He didn't expect to have to fight. A minute and a half later, Midoriya walks out of the room and goes to the waiting room, nervously since he's still processing the information he just received. He says, your turn, Peter. Peter walks towards Nightaye's office. He goes into the room and notices all the All Might memorabilia. He says, wow, an All Might superfan. Nighteye glances at Peter very intensely. Peter remarks it with a comment saying, wow, with a glance like that, you probably don't need any knives. Nighteye silently laughs at the comment. Nighteye says, take a seat, Mr. Parker. Peter sits and says, please, Sir Nighteye, the name is Peter. Sir Nighteye says, in order to exceed your current level of strength, you wish to intern under me, is that right? Peter says, that is correct, sir. Nighteye says, the contract, please. And Peter takes out the document, handing it to Nighteye. Nighteye continues speaking. If I provide my stamp on this document, it will be made official. And Peter says, that's right. Nighteye continues. This is far from your usual carefree internship. that you get from common businesses, where you only work 1 day to a week. At the very least, you'll be employed for over a month here. Of course, you'll receive compensation. Although you're still a first year with a large class load, you will be forced to make many authorized absences. You find yourself unable to keep up with your classmates. Peter says, "Shouldn't be a problem, sir. Last semester I matched their pace while taking extra courses and working on different support items for myself. I will match them no matter what, and if I can, I will even surpass them." Nighteye says, "Oh, so you worked in support?" Peter says, "Yes, I learned since when I was little. My quirk did manifest, but I wouldn't give up on helping people, so I decided to do support until my quirk manifested." Nighteye looks at Peter and prepares to stamp but misses the paper. Peter says, "You missed the document, sir." Nighteye says, "That's because I don't feel like stamping it. I'm already well aware of what this internship will bring you. But what I don't know is how exactly will it benefit me. This office already has 3 sidekicks and 2 student interns, counting Midoriya. How exactly would I profit from taking you in? How can you be useful to this society that has just lost its symbol of peace?" Peter says, "Well, I can build any support items you need," and Nighteye interrupts. "I don't want you to tell me, I want you to show me. To show me how my company can benefit from having you around. You have 3 minutes to take the stamp from me, so you can stamp the paper with it. Of course, that is only if you want this internship." It seems as Peter is about to respond when Nighteye says, "Don't worry, you are allowed to do whatever you want. I don't care about anything that happens in this room. You can use any gadgets you want, seeing as you like them so much. And I won't attack back." Peter grabs the web shooters and a belt from his backpack and puts them on. Nighteye asks, "Ready?" Peter says, "Yes." Nighteye says, "You have 3 minutes, starting now." Peter runs at Nighteye, going in for a punch. Nighteye evades and says, "Easily predictable. Even without using my foresight, you are going to try and sweep the legs next, aren't you?" Peter goes for the legs and Nighteye just jumps over the attack. Peter then jumps on the roof. He thinks, okay, this guy based his fighting style on predicting the attacks of his opponent. He can't use his power that allows him to see the future events, since, from what I gather, it's only a once-a-day thing, and he already used it on Midoriya. The way to beat him is knowing this information is becoming unpredictable, doing moves I wouldn't usually do, since he probably has seen me in the sports festival, so knows my basic fighting style. Peter jumps off the roof, attacking Nighteye with a kick, but Nighteye evades the kick easily. Peter grabs one of his web shooters, takes out the web cartridge, and throws the web shooter at Nighteye, surprising him a bit. Nighteye evades the object and the following attack that Peter throws. Nighteye asks, that the best you got, you little spider boy? I expected better." Peter jumps in for a kick and puts the web cartridge in Nighteye's pocket. Peter gets back on the roof and runs again at Nighteye, throwing a punch. Nighteye evades the punch and Peter kicks the pocket where the web cartridge was. Peter thinks, my plan worked, expecting the web fluid to expand and trap Nighteye. Nighteye shows the cartridge in his hand and shows Peter the cartridge, saying, "So this was your plan. I have to say, not a very good one." Peter breathes in and starts burying Nighteye with many quick and precise attacks. This is his spider fool. Nighteye manages to evade most of them, thinking, he's too fast to keep up with. Some of his attacks are even hitting me. Peter throws a final blow, hitting Nighteye against the wall. Peter then goes for the stamp, but Nighteye just moves the arm away from Peter. Peter stops the hit against the wall with his arms and sweeps his body against the wall, hitting Nightaye's arm, throwing the stamp up in the air. Peter goes to grab the stamp, but Nighteye manages to grab it first. Peter then goes for another attack. Instead of going for the hand, he goes for the low part of the arm. Nighteye does a turn, evading the attack. Peter almost hits the wall, but jumps off it to the roof. He prepares for another attack, but before he can Nighteye says, "Time is up." Peter jumps down to the floor and thinks, "Damn it, I failed." Nighteye turns to Peter and says, "Here, these belong to you," handing Peter 3 stealth web mines. He also says, "You can have this stamp. You got a lot closer than Midoriya did to taking the stamp away from me, although I wasn't using my quirk with you. But still, I'm impressed. Here you go. This is for you," and hands him the stamp. Peter says, "I don't understand. I failed." Nighteye says, "As I told Midoriya, I told you you would get the stamp if you win. I didn't say you wouldn't if you lose. I just needed an assessment of you, and now I have it." Peter stamps the paper, getting the internship. I hope you all enjoyed the episode. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to leave suggestions for what you want in the comments below. Until next time, have a nice day, everyone. Bye!